Greetings. This is the Great One himself, Cynical Libertarian Society, Cult of Personality. We're doing a special video to go along with a podcast for Cult of Personality. Yet again, the question of the Messiah's birth certificate rears its ugly little head. I think the birth certificate issue is a very critical one because this offers us the ultimate evidence, not only that the Messiah is stupid, but that the Messiah thinks you're stupid, and furthermore, that the Messiah is correct. Those of you who voted for him are stupid. I am now about to prove to you that you are stupid. We are on the whitehouse.gov, not the whitehouse.com, because last time I checked, that was a porn site. The whitehouse.gov. We are here in the Messiah's White House blog. President Messiah's long-form birth certificate, right here. This is the blog post where we talk about how we need to move on and we should be debating how we are going to win the future, reduce our deficit, deal with high gas prices, and bring stability to the Middle East. So far, there is no stability in the Middle East. We're still killing people in Afghanistan. We're also killing people in Libya with flying robots. I know this is not what I'm supposed to... Randy is telling me this is not what I'm supposed to be talking about. Randy is here, by the way. High gas prices. Gas is still $3 and more a gallon. Reduce our deficit, not a chance in hell. We're just bailing out more corporations. And what the fuck does win the future mean? How in the fuck do you win the future? What the fuck does that mean? I want any cocksucker out there who voted for Obama to send me an email or leave a comment on YouTube, whatever. Explain to me what in the fuck win the future actually means. Okay, right here, a link. President Hussein Obama, the Messiah. Long-form birth certificate can be seen here. We will now click on this, and I am going to download the Messiah's birth certificate, and I am going to drop it on my desktop. And because it's already there, I'm going to replace it because I downloaded it earlier. So there it is. All right, you have just witnessed me download the Messiah's birth certificate. There it is, birth certificate, long form, PDF. And remember, everything I'm doing here, you can reproduce. Because now we are going to open the birth certificate with Adobe Illustrator. Because I'm doing this because I'm going to get all these responses that this is just because I'm a racist and it's because I hate black people and all this other shit. No, I want you to understand that everything I'm doing here, you can do this yourself. All you need is a computer, Adobe Illustrator, and possibly other programs. This, what we're about to show you, may work in other software. And you need to not be stupid. That's all you need. If you have a computer, some software, and some lack of stupidity, you can verify yourself that everything I'm showing you is true. Now here we see the Messiah's birth certificate, which theoretically, they took his birth certificate, they scanned it in, made a PDF file out of it, and so there you go. You've got a PDF file of the Messiah's birth certificate. Clue number one that something should be wrong is that when I mouse over it, we have this blue line. But wait, let's just do this the easy way. So I've opened up the layers. You go up to View. No, wait. Window. I'm not an Adobe Illustrator user. And you make sure Layers is checked, so you'll get your little Layers dialog. Let's expand this. Why, look. It has layers in it. Now, if you take a piece of paper, whether it's the Messiah's birth certificate, which I'll grant you it's the Messiah's birth certificate, so it may have some kind of like supernatural, religious, holy properties. Like, for example, it can't be photographed or something. I don't know. But if you take a normal piece of paper and you put it in a scanner and you scan it and you have the scanner make it into a PDF for you, that document will not have layers in it. You can try this yourself and you can verify that this is true. And I'm not just saying it because I'm a racist and I hate black people. This is a verifiable fact. We are now looking at the Messiah's birth certificate in Adobe Illustrator, a verifiable fact. And the Messiah's birth certificate has layers to it. A verifiable fact. Wow, look at that. The background isn't actually the background for all of that text. That background came from someplace else. Why, look, when I turn off that layer, all that text disappears. And wow, look, all of this down here just vanishes when I turn off that layer. That vanishes too when I turn off that layer. That vanishes when I turn off that layer. And that vanishes when I turn off that layer. My, there's a lot of vanishing going on here. There's some more. This layer is empty. This layer is empty. So now let me pause a moment and explain the stupidity. Number one, Hussein Obama is stupid. The person, I am now going to prove that statement. Hussein Obama gave the job of falsifying this document to somebody who was not smart enough to flatten the layers when he or she or it was finished falsifying the document. Furthermore, this birth certificate has been on the White House website for what? I mean, I didn't even look to see the date on that post. Well over a year, possibly longer. Who knows? In all of that time, it's never occurred to the Messiah that, hey, people on the planet have figured out my shit is falsified. Somebody needs to open the document, flatten it, and re-upload it. Statement number two. The Messiah believes that you are stupid. I will now prove that to you. The Messiah doesn't bother to flatten this document and to fix it so that it's not obviously falsified because he believes that the vast majority of you are too stupid to do what I've just done and figure out that this document has been falsified. Statement number three. You are stupid. I will now prove to you that you are stupid. I am showing you that this document has been falsified, tampered with, and modified. You can, using a computer, the internet, some software, and a lack of stupidity, actually verify everything I'm showing you for yourself. But you will instead say that I am racist. There's the clock. That I am racist and that I hate black people, thus proving that you are stupid. Boom, boom, boom. This is why I say that I am right, I am always right, and I have never been wrong. Let's zoom in on this puppy. If I can figure out how to use Adobe Illustrator. So let's just take a brief look. Now, here's the interesting part, though. The fact that this document has been tampered with, it proves that the document's been tampered with, but it doesn't really tell us a lot beyond that. I mean, we can see that we've inserted the green security paper. That's hilarious. Green security paper has been added into the document. That cracks me up. Okay, so all of this stuff. The thing is, all right, first of all, there's obviously some kind of base document here. I love when that happens. Yeah, I just lost my train of thought. I hate when that happens too. All right, so it looks like there's some kind of base document here, which is this layer. So let's take all this out. And what we get is this. State of Hawaii, live birth, blah, blah, blah. Barack Hussein Obama, African, university, Caucasian, whoop-de-doo, Wichita, Kansas. It's Kansas. Wichita, Kansas. The entire assertion of the people who are looking for the birth certificate is that Hussein Obama was not born in the United States. Now, the fact that this document has been tampered with doesn't really prove that. I mean, this document being tampered with doesn't prove anything other than the fact that there's a PDF which has been tampered with on the White House website, which is clearly not Hussein Obama's birth certificate. I mean, that's the only thing that is actually proved by this. if we look at the birth certificate here, the things, and again, we're assuming this base document we're looking at here is the accurate part. I mean, there's nothing here that indicates Hussein Obama was not born in the United States. What's interesting to me is the things that are falsified. So for example, when we add in this layer, we see that the part down here, the state register, that part has been added in. That part has been falsified. We add in this, we see the date that this so-called birth certificate was supposedly certified by this so-called state registrar. That date has been falsified. The train is coming by. You can possibly hear that. It's a nice noisy day here. So then we see over here the date accepted by the Register General. That has been falsified. You can also see that over here, the date accepted by the local register. That has been falsified. And I mean, you can very clearly see the difference between the August 8th, 1906 and the 1. I mean, come on, those are not even close. I mean, this is terrible, terrible forgery work. We come over here. Now, I think this is interesting. Type of occupation outside home during pregnancy for his mother. None. So the none part, the NON part is falsified. Of all the things to falsify on your birth certificate, your mother's occupation, that seems really freaking bizarre to me. But then again, what do I know about being a god? I'm not the Messiah. And this layer is empty, and this layer is empty. So I mean, there you have it. This document is clearly modified, altered, falsified, whatever word you want to use. Like I said, does this prove that the Messiah was not born in the United States? Well, no. I mean, you can't get that from anything we're seeing here. Because, of course, we don't know which parts of this document are real, which parts are not. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities. Maybe this is the birth certificate of somebody else named Barack Hussein Obama, and that's why they falsified the dates. You know, I don't know. It's weird. All I know is, here's the takeaway. All I know is the 3 statements I said are true. Hussein Obama is stupid because he's responsible for this totally worthless, totally obvious forgery being on the White House website. Number 2, Obama thinks you're stupid because he doesn't even give a shit enough to fix it so that it doesn't have layers. And number 3, you are stupid because most of you out there believe that this document is falsified, not because it's falsified, but because I am a racist. There'll be much more in-depth stuff in the accompanying podcast. I'm out. See ya.